Hey everybody, this is probably going to piss a lot of people off and I'm probably going to lose a lot of followers, but hey, we always say, how can I piss somebody off today? Yeah, that rhyme was completely unintentional, but it worked. You need to watch to the end. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Well, please like and subscribe for more content. And hell, donate to my Cash App. It's Grizzly540. Did I just pick my nose? I did just pick my nose. I went, because it itched. But anyways, you want a booger? So I keep hearing all this shit about our free country. How free is it? And as for my state, Virginia pisses me off pretty good. We went and spent some time in Tennessee and Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area. And I found out a lot of things about Tennessee law. And, I mean, they don't require personal property tax. Why is it that I pay a sales tax to buy something, but then my state government charges me to continue to own what I own? It's mine, right? No, it's not. Because if I don't pay taxes, they'll take it away from me. How interesting is that? And a lot of states have personal property taxes, but I digress. On with the other thing. I'm still curious about this free country thing I'm always hearing about. It used to be a free country. And honestly, many years ago, it might have been a great place to live. But you've got the government telling us, after we've been told that our Second Amendment rights will not be infringed, the right to bear arms will not be infringed. Isn't it an infringement to tell me what kind of arms I can own? I can't have a suppressor for my firearm. You're telling me what accessories I'm not allowed to have. But I can have them if I pay the government a big-ass chunk of money and get a tax stamp. Well, I don't see where that's fair to anybody. And I know life ain't fair and you can say whatever you want. I'm just going to pre-cut your little comments and shit before they happen. And I'm going to say that the American people should have a little bit more freedoms if we are a free country. The government tells us exactly what we can and can't do. I believe in laws. I believe there should be laws. And I believe that the laws of the Bible actually cover enough laws to really, be a big deal. I believe that if people want to die by speeding, we should just let them. We put all these safety things into play, and then we wonder why we're running out of, the earth's running out of water. The air quality is horrible because we're knocking down hundreds of thousands of trees a year to put up more and more homes, hotels, fucking built cities in places that didn't have cities because people want modern conveniences in their back door now. I grew up living in the country. It took us 30 to 45 minutes no matter what to get to town, to an actual town to get what we needed. And truth be told, I like that. I don't mind a little drive to not have a big-ass city in my backyard. We're putting in all these things like this coronavirus thing. You know what? They should have never shut down anything in this country. They just let it run its course. It's called natural selection. It's called, survival of the fittest. And we're sitting there busting our asses and spending thousands and millions of dollars. The economy's crashing. All these things are happening for what? A virus? People are going to die. You got to stop. Yes, back in the day, the average lifespan was like 55. Hell, there was a point in time where it was in the 40s. But the truth be told, there was no population issues. There was no overpopulation. Due to overpopulation, we have to put these nasty-ass chemicals and hormones and shit into our meats and our vegetables and all our foods to make them grow faster to feed the population. which in turn is giving us about 90% of the other problems we have, because the kids are growing weird, the people are getting, there's more viruses and diseases than there ever was. I bet you if we didn't eat the bullshit we eat, there probably wouldn't even be a diabetes without all the shit that's in your food. You're feeding your kids trash. You know, you've got like I've seen lately like 20s and 30s that look like they're teenagers. I've seen teenagers that look like they're in their 30s. What the fuck? Like, and then parents, y'all are pieces of shit too. I mean, parenting is horrible now. You let your kid run around 15, 16 years old and practically nothing, and then you wonder why there's such a problem in these United States about fucking people trying to bang kids. Stop. You're the problem. The people. You can't blame everybody else for your problems. This is the way shit is. I mean, you don't just, oh my God, people are like, no. You're creating people like that. I mean, things are not the way they're supposed to be. It used to be that all these farms out here could naturally grow enough beef to feed the United States. Like, because there's farms straight across this country. But now you've got all these extra things, like, you know, it's insane. You know, locally sourced produce, locally sourced meats and stuff would save the economy, save the world. But yet we're paying these big ass corporations. Get rid of Walmart. Yes, I know it's convenient to fucking shop for everything in one store. You can get medicines, you can get food, you can get, I mean, I remember when Walmarts didn't sell food. But you can get, you know, your tires done. You can buy freaking hunting stuff, fishing stuff. I get it, dude. I love me some Walmart sometimes. But you know what? During this time of economic crisis, that multi-billion or trillion-dollar company yearly should have been put on the side burner, and all these local companies that sell everything they sell should have been put on the front and allowed to keep their head above water. Or all these companies staying open like Walmart, Target, you know, all the big boys should have actually had to contribute X amount of dollars to a fund that helps small businesses stay afloat. I mean, I've tried to start a fund. We got a GoFundMe. Me and a friend of mine have a GoFundMe that actually is to save the United States and help out like small businesses, help out anything we can help out, basically, you know, but nobody donates to it. It's kind of sad. I've been trying to help save Virginia because Virginia is definitely falling under. But I'm going to tell y'all want to know the real problem in the United States? The biggest one is Democrats. The Democratic Party, and it may not be the whole party, but I'm saying like the liberals, like people like Nancy Pelosi and all that shit, and Biden and all them, they need to come out of office. And that's part of what I want to do too, is I was trying to collect money to allow politicians that don't have as much money as them to have a chance at office via helping their campaigns, donating stuff there. I mean, like I said, it's a big fund that we want to do, and I will leave a link in the description just in case anybody does want to, you know, contribute and help us out. But you know, survival of the fittest is probably the biggest key I want you guys to take away from this particular video, as we're putting all these safety precautions. I mean, dude, we've got everybody's so sue happy. That's another thing. If you're stupid, you should not be able to sue. If you bought a cup of coffee and spilled it on yourself and sued McDonald's because it didn't say on the cup that the coffee was hot. They should have lost that battle. That battle should have been. You should not have to put caution hot on a fucking cup of coffee. I've seen so many stupid things. Do not put in your mouth. Well, some things you ought to understand not to put them in your mouth. We're not babies. If your parents didn't teach you as a kid, then you need to, your parents need to be blamed, and fuck them. So, don't expect. I don't care. I'm going to lose followers. It is what it is. But it's got to be said. America, get off your knees, bowing down to this fucking tyranny. Stand up. Get to the voting booths. Make sure Biden doesn't take over, because the world's going to shit the day that happens. Trump 2020. I mean, that's who I'm voting for. But don't be afraid to be a human. I mean, we need to start standing up. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. So, love you guys.